And you know things are starting to get back to normal when you have comedy shows in full swing once again. Comedian and actor Paul Reiser back at the Neptune Theatre this Friday and joining us live this morning to talk about performing live in person. The legendary Paul Reiser joining us. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Legendary. Let me process that for a second.
Well, I would say so.
Sort of like Sasquatch and Bigfoot. Like it's a legend. But yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
We haven't
Sure.
seen Sasquatch live in person in a while either.
And if you have a chance, I hear he's terrific. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
I'm looking forward. You know, I hadn't like most of us. There were no shows, so I hadn't gone out. I hadn't performed for all of 2020, and only got back a couple of months ago. Haven't been back in Seattle for a number of years. And I remember one of my very, very first jobs in stand-up 1,000 years ago was a comedy club in Seattle, and it's always been a really strong comedy town. So I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to Friday night.
And so are we here in Seattle. Did the pandemic and the lockdowns and such help you come up with material? I mean, it's been such a goofy time.
You know what? It didn't necessarily foster funny, but in retrospect, coming out of it now, and you watch people's behavior and stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of fun to be had. You know, I was in the beginning when we were really all locked down. I may have been a minority, but I kind of liked it. It's like, oh, I don't have to come up with an excuse. We're invited to dinner. Yeah, but we can't go. It's a lockdown. There's an event. Yeah, no, we can't go. Can't go. So I was happy to not need excuses. But now we're out, and I'll tell you something. You know, sometimes after a show, you go, I think that was a great one. That was one of my best shows. But sometimes I know that even before, and I got a feeling this Friday is going to be perhaps my best show ever. That's the feeling I'm getting.
Wow.
So yeah. So I think the lovely people of Seattle. I think you'd be crazy to not come Friday to the Neptune Theatre, because that's how strong it's going to be. I'm very confident.
Wow, that's a bold prediction. We're going to hold you to
Yes, I never
that.
say it unless I sort of mean it.
All right, so it's funny because for those of us that watch a lot of television in the late 80s and early 90s, everybody knows who you are, right? I mean, Mad About You, My Two Dads. I mean, these are legendary shows. I had no idea that you co-wrote the theme song for Mad About You. So not only are you an amazing stand-up and actor, but you also write music and you've written several books as well. I mean, what don't you do?
You know, let me tell you something. The theme song to Mad About You, even if you hum it in the shower, I get like a nickel. So, just thank you in advance if you find yourself humming the tune. Yeah, you know, it's been crazy fun the last couple of years. Totally by surprise, I ended up doing, shows like Stranger Things, which is not something I would normally find myself doing, a show like that. And Kaminsky Method, getting to work with Michael Douglas and Alan Arkin and all these, and Kathleen Turner. So it's been unpredictable, and you never know. It's really the funny thing about this world of ours, certainly in show business too. You just never know what's going to come your way. And I've been really lucky. But for me, stand-up is where I started. And I took a long break from not doing it. But it's the thing I really love doing. And I'm so happy to be out there doing it again. And when you do a live show, lately I've been doing, like, towards the end of the show, do a little Q&A with the audience, which is always fun because you never know what people are going to ask. But we get to talk about stuff that's not necessarily part of the act. But it's really been fun, especially after 2 years of basically all of us staying home. It's fun for me, too, just to get out there and see, actual people. And you can actually talk to people. It's So I'm so excited to get out there again.
I totally get that. However, it would seem to me that, you could do anything you want at this point in your career. I mean, it would seem to me that doing stand-up would be very difficult, somebody who hasn't done stand-up comedy before. It seems like the hardest job in the world. You stand up on a stage in front of a bunch of people with a microphone and be funny. Here's
the great thing. It's not mandatory. Nobody has to do stand-up. It's only if you'd like to. So, for people who go, I would never want to do that. That's fine. I would never want to do open heart surgery, but thankfully there are doctors who know how to do that. So everybody has their particular skill set. And, for those of us who do comedy, there's no real reason to do it. It's an absurd career choice, but we're drawn to it, and all the people that we grew up loving and watching, and now we get to do it. It's still fun after all these years. And I was talking to somebody, I said, it's actually as cool as it is to be on Stranger Things or Kaminsky Method and all these things and movies, it's not as much fun as doing stand-up. To me, it's just the most fun. You're in a room, people are right there, they're laughing, and you know, and I don't talk politics, so people are so happy, like, oh, for an hour and a half, we can just laugh about stuff that we all share and not get into anything heavy. So it's a treat for me too, believe me.
So the name of your production company is Nuance Productions, and the interwebs told me that the name came from your role in the movie Diner and your character's issues with the word nuance. Is that,
yes.
Okay.
That is true.
So I wanted to ask you about Diner, because I mean, this is one of those landmark coming-of-age films, and the cast, I mean, obviously astounding, and it totally stands up all these years later. Did you guys know what you had when you were working on that all those years ago?
No. For me, I knew less than anybody. That was literally, this is how crazy it is. That was my first job.
Yeah.
In anything. I had never acted in a TV show, a movie, or anything. So I was just thrilled to be in a movie. And, you know, they had trucks that said MGM on it. I said, wow, I've heard of MGM. This seems like a real movie. And I mean, I literally didn't know a thing. And I just got a notice yesterday inviting me to join Barry Levinson, the director, and the cast for a 40th reunion commemorating 40 years since the death, which is so incredible. I mean, that's like, you know, when we made Diner 40 years ago, it would have been 1942. You know, whatever movie was coming out then. So it has been a long while, but it does hold up. And those guys, you know, we've all become really close friends over the years, and it really was important to us. But certainly when we were making it, we just thought, this will be something. It's a job. It's a movie. I don't think we knew even what it was going to look like. And Barry Levinson had such a clear view of what he wanted to do. So we all benefited from that.
Absolutely. And we've benefited from your work for all these decades as well. Paul Reiser, thank you so much. Good to have you this morning. Thank
you. And thank you for the nice weather this weekend. I really appreciate that.
We turned it on just for you. Yeah.
There's
Paul
no
Reiser.
excuse. And don't forget, the best show ever, in my mind, is Friday night at the Neptune. So I hope you'll all be there and come on down.
He's laying it down. Live at the Neptune on Friday. Tickets on sale right now. Paul Reiser, thank you.
Thank you. See you there.